What if I told you that walking, while great for your heart, isn't enough to keep you strong, balanced, and truly independent after 50? Now, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. Walking is wonderful. It moves the blood, clears the mind, and brings peace. But it only works in one direction with minimal resistance and very little activation of the muscles that truly keep you upright, mobile, and safe from falls. That's the quiet truth no one's saying loud enough. Walking doesn't train your body to age strong. It doesn't build strength where it's most needed, your hips, glutes, core, and stabilizers. It doesn't teach your nervous system to react quickly when you lose balance. And it certainly doesn't reverse the slow, silent muscle loss that begins in your 50s. But today I want to show you something better. Not harder, not longer, just smarter. 5 movements that go deeper than walking ever could. Simple science-backed exercises that wake up the muscles walking leaves behind. And they might just change the way your body moves, stands, and supports you every day. Stay with me because movement is more than exercise. It's how we tell our bodies, I'm not done yet. Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. 1. The frog move. Unlock your hips, unlock your freedom. Why this move is better than walking. Walking keeps your hips in a very limited, repetitive forward motion. And while that's helpful for cardiovascular health, it does little, if anything, for the deep muscles of your hips, pelvis, and inner thighs. These muscles are critical for getting out of chairs, pivoting, maintaining posture, and stabilizing your pelvis when you move. When they're tight, underused, or imbalanced, which often happens as we age, it sets the stage for low back pain, limited mobility, poor balance, and even falls. That's where the frog move comes in. Unlike walking, this exercise opens your hips laterally, waking up the adductors, hip flexors, and pelvic floor, a powerful trio often neglected in traditional routines. This movement improves joint lubrication, boosts circulation to the lower body, and enhances neuromuscular coordination between your hips and your spine. For many people over 50, especially those who sit for hours or feel stiff in the groin or lower back, the frog move can feel like unlocking a part of their body they didn't know was locked. There's also a lesser-known benefit. When you open your hips, you also affect your lymphatic system and gut motility. That means better digestion, less bloating, and reduced pelvic pressure. No, it's not magic. It's just movement done with intention. Compared to walking, which mainly works your legs in a straight line, this movement activates muscles that contribute directly to your functional strength and joint health. Walking may keep you going, but this movement helps you move with freedom, range, and resilience. If you want to reduce hip tightness, regain lower body control, and feel lighter and looser while walking, this move needs to be in your daily routine. How to do the frog move, beginner-friendly version. Start on your hands and knees on a mat or soft surface with your knees wide apart and your feet turned slightly outward like a frog. Keep your ankles in line with your knees and your shins parallel. Rest your forearms on the floor in front of you or use yoga blocks for support if needed. Slowly shift your hips backward, keeping your spine neutral. Go as far as is comfortable. You should feel a stretch, but no pain. Hold for 10-20 seconds, breathing slowly, then shift forward gently. Repeat 5-8 reps. Tips: move slowly and with control. Keep your abs slightly engaged to protect your lower back. Don't force depth. Over time, your range will improve. This isn't just a stretch. It's a reset one that reminds your hips how to move like they used to. 2. Glute bridge, the power plant of your lower body. Why this move is better than walking. Let's talk about the muscle group that literally carries you through life, your glutes. These are the largest, strongest muscles in your body, but you wouldn't know it from how often they're neglected, especially as we age. Walking may keep your legs moving, but it doesn't truly activate or strengthen your gluteal muscles, especially if your steps are short or passive. Over time, weak glutes can lead to low back pain, hip instability, knee discomfort, and an increased risk of falling. You may walk every day and still feel your posture collapsing or struggle to rise from chairs without using your arms. That's not just aging, it's undertraining. The glute bridge is your solution. This movement directly targets the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back while retraining your core to support your spine. More than that, it re-engages the posterior chain, the power network that walking leaves mostly untapped. What makes this move better than walking is its ability to build strength, stimulate bone density, and improve hip extension, which is vital for walking upstairs, standing tall, and protecting the spine. Unlike walking, which often encourages tight hip flexors and sagging posture, this exercise opens the front of your body and strengthens the back, a perfect counterbalance to modern sedentary life. Done consistently, glute. Bridges can reduce lower back pain, make walking feel lighter, and help you stand, lift, and live with confidence. It's not flashy, but it's foundational. How to do the glute bridge. Safely at any age, lie on your back on a mat with your knees bent and feet flat, hip width apart. Rest your arms at your sides, palms down. Inhale then, as you exhale, press your feet into the floor and lift your hips slowly until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Squeeze your glutes at the top and hold for 2-3 seconds. Lower slowly and repeat for 10-12 reps. Tips. Avoid arching your back. Keep chin tucked slightly. If needed, place a pillow under your head for comfort. This move doesn't just strengthen, it reconnects you to your body's foundation. And the best part, you can do it anywhere. No equipment needed. 3 gorilla-style wall pull. Rebuild your back. Reclaim your posture. Why this move is better than walking. We rarely think about it, but most people over 50 are slowly losing their pulling strength. The kind of strength that helps you open heavy doors, lift groceries, or pull yourself up when you stumble. Walking doesn't train this. In fact, walking does almost nothing for your back, shoulders, arms, or grip. And that's a problem. That's where the gorilla-style wall pull comes in, a modified, joint-friendly version of the pull-up that targets the exact muscles walking misses. Inspired by the powerful motion of primates pulling themselves up with ease, this move helps reactivate your upper back, build postural strength, and re-engage the pulling chain that protects your spine. With age, our posture naturally collapses forward, shoulders, round chest, tight neck, straining. This isn't just cosmetic. Poor posture restricts breathing, compresses nerves, and makes balance more difficult. Gorilla-style wall pulls reverse that. They open the chest, strengthen the rhomboids, rear delts, lats, and grip, and teach your body to pull itself upright again. This movement also trains your grip and forearms, which are directly linked to longevity and full risk. Research shows that weaker grip strength in older adults correlates with reduced overall function and higher mortality. Yes, strong hands and shoulders help you stay independent. Compared to walking, which is largely passive in the upper body, this movement helps you reclaim one of the most undertrained and essential patterns of aging, strong pulling. It's not flashy, but it works quietly, deeply, and powerfully. How to do the gorilla-style wall. Pull stand sideways next to a wall about 1 foot away. Drape a long towel or resistance band over the opposite shoulder, anchoring both ends with your hand. Using the wall side hand, grab the towel at chest height and pulls your body sideways toward the wall by bending your elbow back like starting a lawnmower. Pause, squeeze your shoulder blade, then slowly release. Do 10-12 reps per side, 2 to 3 sets. Tips. Keep your back tall and straight, no twisting. Closer equals harder. Farther equals easier. Exhale as you pull, inhale as you release. This isn't just a modified pull-up, it's how you teach your body to pull itself back into strength. 4-horse stance strength through stillness. Why this move is better than walking. Walking keeps your body in motion, but motion isn't the same as stability. You can walk for hours a day and still feel unsteady when you stand on 1 foot, climb stairs, or get out of bed. That's because walking rarely trains your deep stabilizer muscles, your joint integrity, or your neuromuscular connection to balance. The horse stance in ancient martial arts posture may look simple, but it builds something that walking cannot: static strength. This is the kind of strength that helps you stay grounded during unexpected movements, like a slip, a twist, or a misstep. And after 50, that kind of strength can be the difference between catching yourself and hitting the ground. By holding this controlled squat-like posture, you train your thighs, hips, glutes, ankles, and core simultaneously. It challenges your proprioception, your body's internal GPS, forcing your brain and muscles to work in harmony to maintain alignment. Unlike walking, which involves forward motion with momentum, horse stance is about holding your own weight with precision and awareness. It also promotes joint compression in a healthy way, signaling your bones to retain density, crucial for preventing osteoporosis. Your knees, hips, and ankles learn to support force under tension, not just while moving, but while staying still, exactly the kind of resilience needed for balance and fall prevention. And here's the unexpected benefit: stillness trains the mind. Holding this pose improves focus, calms the nervous system, and builds mental endurance, something we often forget to train as we age. So while walking keeps your legs moving, horse stance teaches your legs to support you like pillars, quietly strong, unwavering, and ready for whatever comes. How to do the horse stance safely and effectively: stand with your feet wider than shoulder-width toes turned out slightly around 30 degrees. Slowly bend your knees as if sitting into a shallow squat. Keep your back straight and chest lifted. Lower yourself until your thighs are roughly parallel to the ground or wherever is comfortable. Engage your core press, your knees outward, and hold the position for 20-30 seconds. Rest, then repeat for 2-3 rounds. Over time, aim to hold for up to 1 minute. Tips: keep weight evenly distributed on both feet. Don't let your knees collapse inward. If balance is a concern, do it near a wall or chair for support. This isn't just an exercise, it's a discipline. And the strength it builds isn't loud or flashy, it's quiet, powerful, and lasting. 5 head turns on one leg train, your inner GPS before you fall. Why this move is better than walking: every time you turn your head while walking, checking traffic, looking for someone scanning a shelf, you challenge your balance without realizing it. And after age 50, your brain's ability to process those quick shifts begins to decline, often without symptoms, until it's too late. Walking doesn't train your balance reflexes. It's predictable, repetitive, and doesn't challenge the vestibular system, your body's internal GPS that helps you stay upright when your environment changes. That's why many older adults walk daily, but still feel dizzy when turning quickly or unstable when stepping off a curb. Head turns on one leg is a deceptively simple movement that trains your body to stay balanced even when your head and eyes move. It integrates your inner ear-eyes proprioceptors and stabilizer muscles into one focused challenge, something walking alone will never do. This exercise improves dynamic balance, reduces the risk of falls, and sharpens your reaction time, a crucial factor in avoiding injury from slips and sudden movement. It also improves core engagement, ankle stability, and strengthens the neural connections between brain and muscle. In other words, this move doesn't just train your body, it teaches your nervous system to respond smarter, faster, and more effectively to real-life situations. And here's the part most people miss: balance isn't built in motion. It's built in stillness under challenge. This move is about preparing for the unexpected, because falling doesn't come with a warning. So while walking keeps you in motion, head turns on one leg prepares your body for the moments that could change everything. It's not just better than walking, it could protect your ability to keep walking for years to come. How to do head turns on one leg beginner-friendly. Stand tall near a wall or sturdy chair for support. Shift your weight onto one leg, gently lifting the other foot off the floor. While balancing, slowly turn your head left and right as if saying no. Keep your eyes open and fix on the horizon. Start with 10 seconds per leg. Repeat 2-3 times. Rest between sets. Tips: if needed, keep one fingertip on the wall for stability. Breathe slowly and focus. If dizzy, reduce the range of head motion. You're not just standing, you're retraining your brain to keep you safe. And that's the real strength behind graceful aging. If you're over 50, your body is not breaking down. It's simply asking for smarter movement. The key is consistency, not intensity. You don't need to train like an athlete, but you do need to move with purpose. Start small. Listen to your joints, breathe through each rep, and give your muscles time to respond. Most importantly, don't wait for pain to start strengthening. Prevent it now. Your independence, balance, and vitality are built quietly day by day, rep by rep. These exercises aren't just good for your body, they're a long-term investment in your freedom. Conclusion, the message that matters. Walking is beautiful. It's calming, easy, and familiar. But after 50, when familiarity is not always enough. Your body needs more than movement. It needs activation. It needs reminders to stay strong, stable, and awake. The 5 exercises you've just learned aren't flashy. They don't go viral, but they go deep. They touch muscles walking never reaches. They awaken balance, control, posture, and strength in ways your body may have forgotten, but not lost. And here's the truth, aging well isn't about doing more, it's about doing better. Smarter movement, better intention, deeper connection with your body. You don't need a gym, you don't need an hour a day, you just need a floor, a wall, a chair, and a little bit of patience. Every time you lift your hips in a glute bridge, every time you hold that quiet horse stance, every time you turn your head while standing tall, you're telling your nervous system, I'm here, I'm capable, I'm not giving in. Aging isn't the end of strength, it's the beginning of knowing how to use it wisely. Let me know in the comments which one of these exercises spoke to you the most, which one will you try today? And if this video gave you something of value, share it with someone you care about. Because movement isn't just for the body, it's how we pass on hope.